Hello adventurers, recently a new dungeon crawler was released and it's called Dark and Darker. And believe me, this game is very unique. Why? Cause it's massive multiplayer game. I know, I don't like multiplayer game myself. Cause you know they are time consuming, you need to have friends and this pay to play option. Oh, but this one is good. And let me tell you why. First of all, this title was released like a free-to-play game, but is it so? Actually, not. Of course, you can play it for free, but you will have so many restrictions, like you can have only one character, and you can play only normal missions, where your equipment will be very limited. You can wear only common stuff, and no, that's not interesting. So, my friend, to fully enjoy the game, you will have to buy a Legendary Edition, and it will cost you $30. Is it worth it? Definitely yes, one-time payment and you got it all. I personally count it like I'm just buying the game. Of course there will be other in-game purchases, but they are purely optional, purely cosmetical, like buying yourself a new skin or emoji. It's fun to play like an elf, orc, werewolf or maybe even lizard, but you will be good without it. And like all other good RPGs, this one will greet you with character creation. There will be 9 classes in total: Fighter, Barbarian, Rogue, Ranger, Wizard, Cleric, Bard, Warlock and Druid. And all of those classes will have special abilities. Barbarian will be almost immune to magic. Rogue can pick locks without a lockpick. Ranger can set up a trap, Wizard can meditate, Cleric is very good against undead, Bard can play music, Druid can shapeshift himself into the chicken or more furious animal. Oh, Warlock is a master of the dark art, his magic will be powerful, but you know what, casting a spell will also consume your health points. What can I say? Excellent set of classes, they are very different and will diversify your gameplay a lot, really a lot. That's how your character will look like. You will have insane amount of different stats, and mostly those stats can be increased through different equipment. The rarest equipment you got, oh, you got the rest. You also will have some perks and skill. You can put it in those slots. Yep, you need to be level 5, 10 or 15 to unlock it all. And those perks will be very unique for each class. If you're playing as a spellcasting class, you also will have a spell tree and can try different spell combination to find what suit you best. Some classes will have additional class skill tree. Like Druid, he has shape-shifting and can turn himself into the mouse or a chicken, or maybe you prefer more powerful animals. Not all classes are so lucky to have additional skill tree. For example, my wizard don't have it. This is our lobby. You can play alone or invite a few friends with you. Your goal will be is to go into the dungeon and bring as much loot as it ever possible. And of course you can sell those loot to those merchants. And friends, one more very interesting thing. There will be quests. Yeah, plenty of quests that you can complete. Some quests will be to get some items from the dungeon, and some quests will be just to escape the dungeon, like this one. Or trader can want you to hunt someone, to kill some goblins, for example. And for killing those goblins, you will get a pretty good reward, and reputation with this trader will be increased. This means better items, lower prices. And finally we are ready for an adventure. Let's open the world map. There will be 3 regions, at least so far. The Frost Mountain, the ruins of Forgotten Castle, and the Goblin Caves. Each region divided on 2 parts. You see normal and high roller. While normal is free, to play a high roller, you need to pay some gold coins. Some regions will be for 1 player, for 2 players and for 3 players. And don't worry, this map will rotate. And this region will be for solo, this one for 2, and this one for 3. So you will try every region. Now about the gameplay itself. Duck and Ducker is a hardcore game. I mean, it's very challenging and very difficult. Monsters will be plenty, they literally will be everywhere. And even on normal, those monsters are very challenging. If you kill one, you're a hero. If you manage to defeat 2 or 3, friend, you're a legend. Of course, with time, when you master the game, you will learn how to survive more than 1 minute. But until then, prepare to die a lot. I mean really a lot. Each match will last for 15 minutes. Your goal is to collect as much loot as possible and escape through ladders or portals. They marked on the map with a blue symbol of ladder or blue symbol of portal. Personally for me, hardest thing is to find where this ladder is located. Those exits will be closed and will be opened approximately when 7 or 6 minutes remain until the end of the round. Another thing that definitely worth mentioning, this is probably the most realistic dungeon crawler of them all. Light and darkness will play a huge role, sometimes hiding in a dark corner can save your life. Do you ever care about closing a door behind you? This game will make you care. And I really was amazed by sounds. Sounds will play the major role here. Steps of the monster walk in a nearby corridor, or maybe a sound of lock picking. Somebody is opening the chest right around the corner. Maybe it's time for you to intervene and take all the treasures for yourself. Almost all sounds you make can attract a monster, or maybe other players. Other players can be even more dangerous than monster. Once I meet a man, and he understands that I'm a noob. I was level 2 by then, and he just came to me, hit me with a torchlight, the lowest damage possible, and ran away. In fury, I fire all my magic fireballs, magic missiles. But he kept playing with me, just appear from another side, throw a torchlight at me, and disappear again. And 30 seconds later, he came from the back and hit me with a torchlight to death. Oh my god, those players. I was dead, but I received plenty of joy. In general, Duck and Ducker managed to impress me. As a dungeon crawler alone, it's a masterpiece. Not every single player game can achieve such a level of realism. And it will be a first multiplayer game that I'm gonna play for a while. Cause those dungeons managed to steal my heart away. So is it worth $30? I think yes, highly recommended. Friends, thank you for watching, and maybe I will see you in one of those dungeons. Meet you there.